Hello, everyone. It is February 4th, 2016. It's about 7:30 here in New York City, and I'm in the middle of making dinner, but I'm letting my chicken marinate. So, I've been trying to sit down and make another little video, but like every time I've tried to do it in the last week, someone's called me right in the middle, and it's always somebody that I want to talk to. So, anyways, while I let my chicken sit, let me tell you about all the weird things that have been going on since my last video, because a lot has happened. First and foremost, I had a little fire accident thing. Some of you probably saw already because I posted it on like every other social media portal. But it was pretty intense. For those of you who use El Paso taco shell, like little kit things, if you look on the back, there's like this teeny tiny little red box that says, "Don't use a toaster oven to heat up taco shells, may cause fire," which of course I didn't read, but even if I had read, I would have thought, okay, I don't have a toaster oven. I put it in the regular oven, which I've done about 1,000 times since moving to New York. And I've watched my mom do, I don't know how many times. But anyways, I like prepared this yummy little taco dinner, and my roommate comes home, walks in the door, and I think, okay, let me just throw the taco shells in the oven real quick, like get them warmed up, and then everything else is ready to go. She literally like walked in the door, went into the bathroom. I put the taco shells in the oven. She hadn't even come out of the bathroom yet, and I smelled something. And I like looked down in the oven, and there are flames. Oh my gosh. Anyways, I don't have a fire extinguisher. I was like freaking out, obviously. I turned the oven off. That was the first thing I did. And about 1,000 things were going through my mind. I just feel so stupid telling this story. I was screaming at Melissa, but she couldn't hear me or understand. She didn't know what was going on. I just kept yelling, "Fire, fire." Then the smoke alarm started going off. So then my landlord started calling. What I ended up doing to put the fire out, I had like a huge like mixing bowl on the counter, and I filled it up with water, and like Melissa and I counted down, and when I hit 1, she opened the oven door, and I threw the bowl of water in there. Anyways, fire went out, but I had to go buy new taco shells for our taco dinner. Ironically, that morning I had been in Central Park listening to this one particular song over and over and over again, which is going to be my like song for the day, song for the week. But it's called "Set a Fire." Yeah. I even tagged myself listening to it on Facebook and everything. It was just like asking for it, I guess. So anyways, I've been looking for a fire extinguisher, and anyways, I found one today. So since then, there have been 2 times where my landlord has texted me to be like, "Are you cooking or baking something? I smell a hint of burning." No. Anyways, maybe that'll be our one and done incident episode. So then a few days after that, there was a blizzard, of course. And last year, around this time, when they were like, "Oh, a blizzard's coming, stay indoors, don't go anywhere, like, we're shutting down the subways and all of that," it snowed, but, like, not that much. Well, this time, it was that much. I think we got, like, maybe 26 inches out here in Queens. It was nuts. You couldn't, and one thing that now I have experienced myself is that the snowplows don't come to Queens as often as they do in the city. Um, and that's okay because I don't have to drive, so I don't really care. But the snow in the street was nuts. Uh, it was obvious. Like, you cannot drive down this road. You should not drive down this road. For 2-3 days after the blizzard, there was no traffic down this road whatsoever. And Melissa and I were walking home from the store one night, and there was a car somehow had made its way halfway down the street, and a Texas Southern hospitality habit, which I have yet to break, is the whole making eye contact, and when someone says something to you, not acknowledging them. And so these people, yelled at me, and I looked and I said, "Excuse me, what do you need?" And next thing I know, I'm getting my landlord's shovel, our broom, we have 2 brooms, both brooms, and our Swiffer. And you may ask if we swept the snow. No, we did not. We used the pokey end of those things to try and break up the snow that was under the car. Anyways, this car had gotten stuck, and the guys had shoveled all the snow out from under the tires, but the car literally was sitting. It had been, I don't know how to describe, but it was resting on this huge bank of snow that was in the middle of the road. And so I was under the car helping them, because they had all of our utensils, and at this point, we were out there for a good 45 minutes to an hour helping them. And again, I was just asking for it because I had made mention the day before about how last year Autumn and I went out to Queens to dig our car out of snow after the snowpocalypse, and how I don't have to do that this year. One of these days I'm gonna learn to stop jinxing myself. Anyways, obviously I was very sore the next day. Those were a bunch of really exciting things that happened very quickly. Let's see, what else? Last weekend, I got to work on a different kind of project. The lady that I work for a lot, she has a friend who does backstage stuff at the Prudential Center, which in New Jersey, which is the equivalent to a Reliance Stadium or Madison Square Garden in New York. I don't think it's that as big as those things, but anyways, it's a venue like that. And there was a Muse concert last weekend on Friday, and then there was a UFC fight night on Saturday, and then there was a Bruce Springsteen concert on Sunday. And so there were crews coming in and out over those, is that 72-hour time period? Yeah. To change over the stage and do all of that kind of stuff. And anyways, so they needed some extra hands, and that was really interesting. I got to watch a lot of UFC fights. I've never watched so many fights in my life, and it was really awkward because I was in the VIP room where all of the fighters would come after they were finished fighting, the ones that lost and the ones that won. They're just cut up and limping, and and then they had monitors in the room so that we could see the fights as they were happening, as if that was necessary. Anyways, that was a really interesting experience. What else? Oh, I met Ostea's new puppy, or dog son, as I called him. Got to do that last week. That was a lot of fun. We had like a little what ended up being a big girls' night with wine and whatnot. He was the cutest little puppy. I'm going to post a picture of him down here with all the toys that I bought him. Don't tell Chloe and Crash, because I'm pretty sure I've never bought them this many toys in my life. But anyways, he's adorable. Ostea recently adopted him. In fact, she had to provide references. It was a very serious process. And when I was home in Texas, I actually got a phone call from the doggy orphanage or some organization, I don't know, asking me if I thought that Ostea was fit to be a doggy parent. Don't mind me. I mean, look, there's barely any juice left, so I'm just drinking it out of the thing. So anyways, he's adorable. His name's Henry, and hopefully the toys are, insurance. And then, what else did I do last weekend? Oh, I did laundry for the second time since moving out here to Queens. But just in my defense, I did laundry when I was home in Texas. And so this was my first time doing laundry since I got back from Texas. Grand total for second time doing it in this neighborhood at all. And I just really, really hate having to walk to a laundromat with all my dirty clothes. Especially when it's cold outside and there's snow on the ground. Oh my gosh. I'm not going to explain what this text is that I just got, because the backstory would take more time than any of you want, but seriously? Oh my gosh. Anyways, oh my goodness gracious. I can't even. Let's see. I've been doing a lot of cooking, kind of messing around with different stuff, trying to branch out and cook some different things. Last night I made this really yummy pasta with just a bunch of stuff that I had in the fridge. A couple weeks ago I made this delicious omelet. And tonight I'm experimenting. Basically taking some chicken breast and my secret ingredients, my seasonings and whatnot, and then I cut up onion and some bell peppers and jalapenos. And do you want to see my? Let me show you. I know you do. It's gonna be kind of like a chicken fajita type thing, I think. Can you see all that in there? Doesn't that raw chicken look delicious? Not really? Okay, well, it doesn't look as good on camera as it does. I don't really know how long I need to let this sit, though. I'm not really sure how long I need to cook it for, either. But, okay. I'm just, having a hard time here. Anyways, I'm working. Today I spent the day in New Jersey prepping for a job tomorrow called Full Frontal with Samantha Bee. It's this new show that's going to be on TBS, a late night, comedy talk show type thing. Anyways, I'm working on that next couple days tomorrow, and Monday. And ooh, on Sunday I'm gonna go try out this new Tex-Mex place here in the city for the Super Bowl. So that should be fun. And tomorrow night I'm getting together with a bunch of people from The Bleeder, which was the movie that I worked on in November, December time. So I'm really excited about seeing all those people and seeing what they're up to. So let's see. It's been 15 minutes at least. It's been actually, I guess, about 30 minutes now total while my chicken has been marinating. Yeah, that just really doesn't look good on there. There's a big old chicken breast too. Melissa and I aren't even gonna be. Oh gosh. Melissa and I aren't even gonna be able to eat all of that probably. Anyways, I hope all of you are doing really well. I hope you have some fun stories, exciting things. I hope nobody's having like any blizzards down in Texas or setting their ovens on fire, but maybe something else. I love you all. I miss all of you, and I hope these videos are entertaining. You know, sometimes I wonder. Especially, I'm going to go back and rewatch this one, and now I'm just going to laugh at... Oh my gosh, I cannot. I'm so mad right now. For any of you that want to know why it is that I'm... you just send me a little thing. And when I tell you what it is, you'll be like, oh. Anyways, I hope you all have a great weekend. Do something fun. I am not really a big fan of either of the teams that are playing. Denver's cool because my best friend lives there and that city is awesome. But the other team, which is from... I know they're called the Panthers, but I have no idea where they're from. They're cool because they have Fozzie Whitaker, who went to Pearland High School, graduated year after me, or 2 years after me. I don't know, anyway, so go football teams. Anyways, go check out the song Set a Fire, and just try to set a fire, in your heart or in someone else's, not in the kitchen or anywhere else for that matter. Anyways, I love you all. Hope to see you soon. And don't forget to make good choices.